I'm gonna update one more file here. It's my job to make you happy.
Oh, no.
Happy.
Well, now you know why them other ones cringed me out on them happy comments.
Yeah.
Because I definitely played in that.
And that goes to number one, where you from the game, where you're like, you gave an 8 on that for life will be better once I'm married. And this, I guess this ties in the sense of it's tying your mood to the person.
To an external source. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care if you said, I'm going to be happy when I got a car, when I got a job. It's the same level of cringe for me, right? In the sense that, like, your whole external happiness source is one thing and one thing outside of yourself. That's a double whammy right there. Like you put all your joy into one option and you have no control over that option.
Right.
So you're not happy then.
Right.
And you're not gonna be happy because that's the only possibility for your happiness. That's scary.
Yeah.
That's scary. That's gonna make me concerned as a therapist and as a person.
Yeah. As a friend, as a
loved one. Like, that's not what I want for my people.
And I guess for me, it's not quite the same, but in a way it is, that I struggled mightily. And in a way, I'm still learning how to exist in the midst of. But I struggled mightily in the past when you were upset. And of course, my struggle would be commensurate with the level of upset I felt you were, right? Mm-hmm. And then you can add a multiplier if I'm the reason for the upset.
Absolutely. If you the cause, and it's like, oh shit.
Yeah. So it's been some of my best personal work as far as meditation, grounding myself, metacognition, and seeing what are you feeling, understanding why I'm saying what I'm saying or doing what I'm doing, and just overall observing myself is when you're upset. It's the best time for me to do that work because I have a glaring source that's emotional for me that I'm connected to. That's our codependence, aka codependent podcast. Disgusting. But anyway, yeah,
as the kids would say.
Yeah. For a long time, and even still, that's what I mean. Before it was my job to make sure you're happy. Now it's my job to maintain my presence even though you're not. That it's like a separate work I'm doing. I understand now. I have some influence over your mood, and I'll always try to, if I can, I'll do my best to do the things that bring your mood up. But even in my best efforts, you could be upset with me. Even if I do everything I'm supposed to do, you could be upset with me because somebody else did something. Or I could give my full fucking effort, and this is where I see a lot of my niggas struggle. When they give their full effort and are met with a disappointing or response, it ends up getting personalized. That's what I used to do. I used to take the disappointment I felt at your response and snowball that bitch right back at you and call you ungrateful or why can't you just blah blah blah. It's not that I don't feel those things anymore. I just understand, like I was saying before, the individual nature of a marriage, where I have to respect where you are right now and your feelings and your mood. Of course I want to help, but then again I have to also learn to let go of the tether and the addictive behavior that is trying to manipulate your mood. Yeah.
Even though this is a different episode, kinda, have you updated the file on happiness? Is there an update on that file for you? And I guess it's cheating to get my answer first, but the reason I ask is because with you saying you no longer are like sort of wrapped up in me being happy, which is a relief for me, because my goal in life has never been to be happy. So that's a part of one of my frustrations in dealing with others, is because I think that they want me to be happy all the time. That's not my goal, and that's not even realistic.
Yeah. Oh, I remember. That's an interesting little twist to this tale. because I was obsessed before with making sure you were happy, which inadvertently put a pressure on you to display or feel a certain mood in order to be acceptable to me. Because of my aversion or my triggers or my disability to deal with our paired and shared emotion creates a little bit of a hindrance, a retreat in you, a little facade, a little hide, a little inauthenticity.
Just my preference to be alone, because most people are gonna want you to be around them, but they're gonna also want you to be around them if you're happy.
Yes.
Right? So
yes.
people always want us around, but they also want us to always joking, happy. That's not me all the time.
Yeah, I'll speak on that. I'll say I have not necessarily updated happy. In ways I do think about it different, but I guess I'm glad that I've learned to let you be upset without me having to be upset, because it gives you space to be, which is good, because I've been suffering from a different aspect of that. I've been feeling bad from our codependent state, that she's upset but I'm okay. I've been feeling guilty for establishing my seat of peace and calm and groundedness in the midst of your emotional turmoil when that happens, right? I've been feeling guilty that I'm not being as attached or drawn in, but then something in my head tells me, like, she doesn't want you to be. You know what I mean? She definitely wants you to see her, respect where she's at, be gentle and kind, of course.
Check in even, but...
Yeah, maybe a check-in. And maybe when emoting, respect it in the face some. Like, don't be on your phone and this and that. But I don't have to be in the throes of whatever you're in with you. Which was a involuntary process for me before. I would just be in the throes.
Yeah.
But so much so that I couldn't admit that to myself. So what it did was it made me have to dictate your mood, because I was only trying to avoid the feeling, sensation, and discomfort. Mm-hmm. Not sit in the discomfort of your bad mood before. No, because I didn't even understand I was being affected that way. That's my biggest file update of the century in our marriage, is being super honest about how even the smallest observations I have around your mood and your feelings or whatever, it affects me. It absolutely does. On the positive, on the negative, I'm feeling that wind, that weather.
I think that's a great point for another marriage file to update, which is sort of I definitely miss. So wrong expectations is a general.
Ooh, that's an update.
General update,
That's an
but
update.
specifically expecting you or wanting you to feel what I feel, right?
Yeah.
Meaning,
Okay.
about what I'm going through,
Okay.
about societal, political issues, about how to attack and approach things, expecting it to look the same, expecting you to have the same passion or fervor, or even to what you're saying. Like, even what you're saying, you didn't recognize how things I was saying impacted you.
Right.
And because of that, things I say impact you heavily.
Yeah.
Not only because of that, but like things I say, or not just things I say, but what I'm learning is that for men, if they care about the woman, what she says has a strong impact.
Yes.
So I used to want politics to have a strong impact, race to have a strong impact, gender to have a strong impact. And it's like, we ain't the same. Those things do have a strong impact on me. They may not have a strong impact on you. I have a strong impact on you. Do I need you to have a strong impact on every fucking thing? Or is that enough? And that's kind of what I mean by that updating that file. It's
that's
like,
interesting.
I wanted you to look like me. We don't got the same experiences.
Yeah.
We don't got the same gender, the same...
So there's disconnection when I don't grab onto your emotional hinge points, but there was something deeper underneath you saw